How long will it take Paris Hilton to lose it in jail? Freddie Prinze Jr.'s ultra-rough childhood, and why Akon concert tickets are the best value in show business today. Plus, got a great relationship? Awesome. I'll show you how to screw it up with 4 simple words, all on episode 24 of The Sean O'Donnell Show. Rapper Akon continues to get into trouble at his own concerts. Recently, he simulated rape on a 14-year-old girl during a show in Trinidad. Ah, the art of dance. Granted, she doesn't exactly look 14, but because of a video popping up on YouTube, Akon was forced to deal with the situation and may still face criminal charges. As if that weren't enough, a new legal problem popped up due to an incident at a concert in New York. After a young fan threw a piece of a pretzel towards the stage, Akon had security and other concertgoers track down the 15-year-old boy and haul him up to the stage. What other tour offers this type of excitement? Akon then violently threw the dude back into the crowd, and wouldn't you know it, the whole thing was caught on tape. My favorite part of the whole situation, though, was what the general manager of the radio station who organized the concert had to say. Quote, "I would have preferred he wouldn't have done that to the kid, but I don't think he intended malice on this guy. I think it was in the spirit of the show." What's more entertaining than molestation and assault? You don't even know which one you're gonna get. The real news in non-news is Paris Hilton's incarceration. Coverage is everywhere. I actually wasted 15 minutes reading about whether Paris had a cavity search. Turns out she did. Not surprisingly, she's starting to crack. The New York Post reports that she was visited by her psychiatrist and has been seen crying on the phone and in her cell. The real shocking news is that the other inmates are actually being nice to her. TMZ says that the other prisoners have been bringing her messages of sympathy and sliding gifts under her cell, which is a whole lot better than sliding a shiv under her ribs. With 20 days left and counting, it's hard to know what will happen, although it'll be awfully hard for it not to kick ass. Recently, actor Freddie Prinze Jr. said some controversial things about growing up here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. In a recent interview by IndieEastEnd.com, Freddie said, quote, "People that we knew every year were just suddenly gone. You saw people get shot, and it was sort of acceptable." Not only did he apparently grow up in a totally lawless town, but he's also quite the hustler. Referring to the character he plays in his next shitty movie, Freddie says, quote, "I understand Michael's need to hustle and scam. I don't have an education. I'm the first person in my family to graduate from high school. I lied to my teachers and said whatever I had to say to get a D just to get through." Well, Freddie and I went to the same high school, good old LCHS here in Albuquerque, so I decided to drive back there to corroborate what Freddie was saying, and I think you'll agree that after some careful analysis, the area resembles any other ghetto in the United States. Even from the outside, you can tell La Cueva High School is the breeding grounds for dangerous street elements, like Neil Patrick Harris. Nestled in one of the most violent areas of the country, LCHS students are subjected to images of urban decay everywhere they look. Lowriders and hoopties litter the streets, and the universal symbol for any crime-ridden, dangerous neighborhood, a Trader Joe's. It's a rough area and a rough town. If you're plagued by a fantastic new relationship and you're just itching to screw it up, take a note from Gotham magician Criss Angel. Chris has recently, like 3 weeks recently, been dating Cameron Diaz, as the pair were spotted out on consecutive weekends in Las Vegas. Well, after recently completing a stunt in Times Square to promote his show, Chris proclaimed his love for Cameron, saying, quote, "I'd like to dedicate this escape to my girl, Trouble, aka Cameron. I love you, baby. Have a safe trip to Europe for your Shrek tour." There's nothing more attractive than when a goth magician you hardly know publicly proclaims his love for you. He's a modern-day Don Juan that does really lame tricks. Till next time, I'm Sean O'Donnell, and that's the show.